Quick disclaimer, this is not financial advice. Trading Forex is risky. Don't be an idiot. Use risk management. Enjoy the video. Hello traders, my name is Jamie and in this video I'll be analysing a smart money trade I took off a 5-minute order block on pound US dollar. If you're new here, I make videos about smart money concepts and institutional Forex trading. If you find this video useful, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to my channel so you don't miss my future content. So I took this trade as a scalp, taking my initial partials at 3R, with more taken at around 5R, then 10R, and then 15R where I finally closed my trade as I didn't want to hold it overnight. Had I stayed in overnight, as you can see here, this trade would have run to around 25R in the following morning's Asian session. Through taking partials, I got around a 6% gain for my account through this trade, and I will pop a screenshot up on the screen now to prove that I did actually take this trade. So, without further ado, let me clean off this chart and show you the analysis. So, just to give you a little bit of context, on the higher time frames, pound US dollar is in an uptrend, has been in an uptrend for quite a while. However, recently we have been experiencing a bit of a pullback, just for a bit of context. But I will start this video, this analysis on the 1 hour chart just to keep the video a little bit shorter. So what I did note on the 1 hour chart was this area here as a key level. As you can see, multiple times prices come down into this level, created an order block, moved to the upside, come back down, mitigated the order block, and then done the same. And it's done that a few times now. Consequently, I did have this area marked out as a potential area that I might be looking to take a long position if the setup and the confluences were right. So coming down onto the 15-minute chart on the day of the trade. So you can see that as London opens, we actually react off this order block here from the previous day. Sort of range in that area for a little bit, and then we move up to the upside. We then come back down, we actually break beneath this low, and then start to move back up again. Let me just get rid of that one quickly for you. Okay. So, then, if we come down to the 5-minute chart, we can see a few interesting things here. So we can see that when we came back down into this area here, we moved back up and we actually broke this sort of minor structure level here to the upside. Now, if you have watched any of my other order block scalping videos, which I will leave a little I card in the top corner to now, you will know that when we're looking for trades off order blocks, we follow a certain structure, which is we look for price to create a level of structure. In this case, which we did, let's just say here, for example. So price created this structure and we then move to the upside. Price then comes down and actually breaks beneath this structure, absorbing all of the liquidity beneath it. So we'd actually call this bit here a stop hunt. What we're then looking for is price to come up from this area and break structure to the upside. This signals to us that price may be looking to start to move bullish. Now, I know this isn't the most convincing break of structure as it is on quite a low time frame. However, in researching and in backtesting, I found that often it can still produce a really good setup and we do still consider it a break of market structure. Once this has happened, we are then waiting for price to return to the origin of the move that caused the break in market structure. So this bullish move here caused this break in market structure. The origin of that move will be down here. I hope that made sense. I'll be elaborating more on this sort of structure when I do my strategy video, which will be coming out in about a week, couple of weeks, still working on it, but I'm hoping that it'll be good when it finally does come out. But anyway, so in terms of looking for an entry, I did look to the lower time frames to try and refine my entry. So if we go down onto the 1-minute chart, you'll notice that the price action in this move, in this sort of range down here, is very rangy, and we do sort of have some like relative equal lows. You know, there's going to be some liquidity under here, so I was quite unsure about where to sort of place my entry. So I did end up in the end going back to the 5-minute chart and deciding to just pop my entry around the open of this last down candle before we had our bullish move to the upside. I believe, I can't remember the exact price off the top of my head, but it was around here. And then I put my stop actually at the low of this wick here, just to be a bit more risk averse and be slightly safer. Like I said as well earlier, with my first partials looking to be taken at 1 to 3. So now it's just to wait for price to hopefully return down and wick in my entry. Now, I was watching price, and when I saw it come down and wick literally less than a pip away from my entry, 0.6 pips. I got quite annoyed because I thought that price was then going to move away without us. However, price does actually then come back down and wick into our entry. Soon after, price literally explodes to the upside, explodes through our first partials, and yeah, I'll just play it on pretty quickly for you there. Pretty much just keeps moving up from there. Now, I did have a few sort of areas in mind for where I was looking to take partials. Obviously, 1 to 3 is a standard. I think I then took some more partials around this high here, and then I imagine around the high of the Asian session here. It ended up being around 3R, 7R, I guess. I can't exactly remember where I took my partials, but I did sort of take them along the way at these structure levels because I wasn't sure if price was going to reach them and then drop off to the downside, if that makes sense. So let me just play price action on for the rest of the day. Again, price sort of slows down and loses momentum a little bit here. However, then we do sort of come down to grab liquidity to the downside and then we move right back up again. So as we came towards the end of the New York session in the evening, and quite honestly, I wanted to go to bed. Didn't want to hold this trade overnight just in case it tanked right back down again. So I did end up closing the trade somewhere around here, I imagine, for what would have been around 15, 16R. Just as I didn't want to hold the trade overnight, was happy to secure my profits. It's been a really great day for me. Then, I won't do that actually. Overnight, price continued to move up, and then we did peak in the Asian session before starting to move back down at around 25R. So overall, I was really pleased with this trade. This was a really great trade. I wasn't expecting it to run so much, but price just became really bullish after it reacted off this order block. So, if you have any questions about this trade or anything else or any suggestions for videos, please leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you found this video useful or interesting, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like and maybe even subscribe to my channel, as it would mean a lot to me. I do put a lot of time into these videos for you. So, thank you for watching and I will catch you soon.